Hey all, this is Xenoxis, and this is going to be part 27 of the speedrun. So normally today, right, doing the recording, we normally would have done the chocobo thing, but we're not going to be doing the chocobo thing, but this save here, this Midgard save, we're not going to quote-unquote overwrite that save, by the way, so yeah. I mean, we still have a lot of saves that we could technically use and stuff like that, but yeah, we're of course not going to be quote-unquote overwriting this save here, basically, and stuff that. So, because I thought about the whole chocobo thing, right, because the thing is, I don't know really how it records, right, if you quote-unquote need an internet connection to actually do the recording and stuff that, because if that would be the case, right, then we wouldn't be able to do the things, But yeah, so in the last part, of course, we basically went everywhere and did pretty much everything we could. Except we did not really check Fort Condor. I realized that actually and stuff that because, because I'm pretty certain that before Medal you can actually get a fight here, and that fight involves you like elixirs and stuff like that. But I also am very curious, right, because at this point in the storyline, right, this is very close to when you do the fight at the quote-unquote at the Fort Condor, right, because you do the thing with the train first, but then before returning, right, you do the other thing, right, and stuff like that. But yeah. But keep in mind that there's technically 6 elixirs, I think it is, that you can get via Fort Condor and stuff like that. But now they've changed the materials up here, so you can get so many places you can get that, or you can start. You can more importantly get all materia here and stuff like that, which cost 20,000, but the fact that they sell it for 1.4 million, is really crazy stuff. We didn't sell the material, right? Yeah, we did sell one of the 1.4 million, so that's, yeah. Which is nice, I think, right? I forgot if there are other shops that eventually get it as well. You can, of course, buy used 99 S-mines if you want to be silly and stuff like that, but yeah. So the thing is, we're not going to be doing the chocobo thing, except we are going to be doing some chocobo things, but not everything. And stuff like that, but yeah. But the thing is, right, is that this enemy should have changed, right, at this point, right, and not just be the same weak commander, Grand Horn, or whatever, right. He's always called the same thing, right, but the rod should be a bit different now, maybe. Except if you could stop I hate this, man. You have to basically go like here in order to almost to prevent it. So, oh, they have attacked 6 times. So 0 kill right now. Perfect timing. Okay, ready. Fire catapults. Dun, fire catapults. Yeah, but you just get invaded. What's that? And yeah, when you get invaded, as you have seen, before, that you don't get like the real reward and stuff that, like, I could order Fort Condor stuff, but then that wastes a lot of time. And technically this does not really end up being a speedrun. I mean, 30 hours, I'll say it's still fast. It is slightly above 30 hours and stuff that. Right, but the thing is, right, that when we're gonna do like quote-unquote real speedruns, I will do the same type of run, except I will probably not equip enemy skills at all, and then still not allow the Tifa Power Soul combination. I mean, I would allow Tifa with Power Soul, it's just that I won't allow her to get inflicted by death sentence. And of course, once you get like the Curse Ring, which we do have now, for example, I could put Curse Ring on Tifa and then use Power Soul, and then she would be doing insane damage pretty much, once of that. And the thing is, you want to like quote-unquote death blow when she does damage, so she does more damage and stuff like that, but yeah. And that's really stupid that the bird is taking the stupid way here. This bird would have already reached the top at this point, by the way, if it just went straight. This bird is almost gonna beat that bird, because that bird was decided to be dumb. Right, this bird is only slightly gonna beat it. This one is gonna win. This one is gonna win because this one has a short pad, because this one was an idiot. No, this one will still win. But you see how close it will be here, basically. Look at that, and that's just because this bird decided to be a stupid face. Bird. they're wyverns. Oh god, they're attacking! They're attacking! Yeah, and now it's the red one, now it's the red dude. So we're gonna try and steal ones, probably. Let's see. No, we don't need to. Can we steal? Nothing to steal. Let's just own his face. Critical! But yeah, but now it's the red commander, at least, you know, and stuff that, and not lucky. So this means that this is technically the stronger one now. It's fun seeing some of the characters still having their level 1 limit breaks and stuff like that. It's still the same deal though, with 400 XP 40 and, well, 4800 now. I don't know if those will drop the values or if it has a chance to drop something else. But keep in mind that technically there is a way to get, for example, the one thing that I'm sure that like the reason, if you wonder like why didn't you just write up the whole Chocobo guide and stuff that, like on paper and stuff that. But you know, yes, I could definitely do, but the thing is just that the guide is just so long, the guide with so many steps. But I mean, it's just knowing that, after feeding the Chocobo this amount of greens, or whenever you need to do something that either feeding the Chocobo greens, mating Chocobos, moving Chocobos, and feeding Chocobos, that every time before you do that, you save outside the farm, as close to the farm as possible, and then you do a hard reset, which I'm guessing would just be quitting here, would hopefully count as a hard reset or whatever, right? Because a hard reset is not the same as a soft one and stuff like that. So yeah, you know, so that's important. But yeah, but now we've pretty much gone everywhere we can basically and done like all the stuff. We could of course just check the amount of battles we have done here, by the way, at the cave here and stuff like that, because I don't know how close we are to the same symbol here and stuff like that, you know. But you want to make sure that you don't get an encounter on the way here, so yeah. You already fought 473 times, so that will be 74, 75, 76, 77, so 4 battles more, basically, and stuff like that, and then he would wake up. And then he's either gonna give you the bolt ring, I think it is, right? The bolt ring, or he gives you the mithril and stuff like that, so yeah. That is something you can do, of course. But now we're pretty much done everything we need to do, and stuff like that, yeah. We are of course gonna also quote unquote be getting the Chocobo and stuff like that. Now that we have the high window, I forgot exactly how it is that you do this. It is here, right? Wait, which is the one to go backwards? Is it the... No, not that one. It's so weird that she starts there from that screen. Right, because that's forward, and the circle is the land. I thought you could go backwards with high wind with a button. I mean, you could do that, you know, you can do that silly nonsense and stuff like that, you know, but yeah, you can move it when you're landing, basically. Oh no, damn it. Because you basically hold in square, like when you land, and then you can... Yes, we're almost getting it. I'm doing it a bit too late. Because I don't think... Oh man. I think we need to do it this way, actually. Damn it. I know you can hold in R1, also in L1, and that can do stuff, you know, and stuff that I forgot exactly where it is. Yeah, we're not gonna bother with it. But you can basically cheat your way past, basically, and stuff like that, because if you will land on this island, right, this is the island that will take you all the way to the... No, that will still not take you all the way, right? So the landing thing would have to be here, right? No, it's over there. So that means that you need to be here, where you do the thing. This needs to be where you do the thing in order to get over there. Okay. So wait, is it just that I land just at the edge? Is that just it? I don't need to do any inputs. Is that it that I just, No, but it kind of turns around there, as you can see. That's weird. Nah, damn it. Yeah, but that's the cave where the automatic is, by the way, so yeah. It's so sensitive there with like pressing in the thing by mistake there, and stuff that, Oh, but if you do that once, then the speedrun is just the most precautions setup rules, and blah, 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 blah. Then it's just like, very stupid. Because why not have a way to just deactivate those buttons, Alright, and then there's no music, of course, because... Right, then you're not allowed to go into that house there without triggering the scene here, basically. Who had a really big sword? What did you say? Did he have a large penis? He has a large penis. You sure he has a large penis? Yes, he has a large penis. It's a Counter-Strike. He's alive. And she goes around screaming. Hey, you bards in here. He's just called Doctor. He doesn't even have a name. Mako poisoning. Yeah, but he got stronger from this actually. His magic start increased by 50 million points. Nah, but yeah. One thing that's interesting, 3 of Claude's weapons have not only magic but also has spirit increase on them, which is then interesting. And all of those 3 weapons have like something very, very special with the way you acquire them. First off is Apocalypse, which you get at the very, very ancient forest, and stuff that. Which, there are some in-game stuff there, definitely, that you would count as actually being true, like in-game stuff and stuff that. And then the next one is Ragnarok. And Ragnarok you get, of course, from defeating the Proto Cloud, and Proto Cloud is meant to be kind of like an ultimate quote-unquote weapons. And technically, from my understanding, the Proto Cloud was actually that they quote-unquote used materia on it or whatever, right? Like, sure, they couldn't use the huge material because they didn't have any huge material left or whatever, and stuff that. But imagine, right, if they would have put the huge material into Proto Cloud. The Proto Cloud was made to be a weapon destroyer, to quote-unquote destroy the other weapons and stuff that. And you might say, oh, but that wouldn't have worked because the attacks that it does to you are very weak. Sure, but maybe it was done to, to fight weapons and stuff that. And maybe it could have defeated the weapons because maybe it would take very, very little damage from the weapons, that they researched that, okay, Ruby weapon does this type of damage and maybe it would like resist the Ultima, or whatever, would take very little damage from like the big swing and stuff that from Rogue weapon and stuff that, and same thing from Emerald weapon, right? Maybe the Materia Storm, Airtam Storm, Materia Storm would not affect it, and stuff like that, because yeah. But yeah, and then of course the last one is Ultima Weapon, of course, with from Ultima Weapon, obviously, and it also has the thing. Ultima Weapon also gets affected by your HP level, but unlike the other weapons that get affected by HP level, like HP health, for example, the thing is when you get lower health and you do less damage with Ultima Weapon, you gain like more defense or whatever, you know. But that's how it's supposed to work at least, and the weapon like becomes like blue and stuff that, you know. And of course it's always funny, right, how they're always like when they talk about Final Fantasy VII, oh, Claude's ridiculous bosses are always so big and blah 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 and stuff that, and then they never mention that the ultimate weapon, how the ultimate weapon is I can understand, right, because the ultimate weapon is probably supposed to be more magical and stuff that, you know, because of the fact that it changes its properties. So I'm guessing, quote unquote, when it gets more defense, it gets more quote unquote dense, so you actually block with it because it's absolutely huge and stuff that, you know, and because of the surface area that it has, basically. First problem already solved. Mr. Wizard is smashing through, collecting all the huge materials. Right, and this is quote unquote official, right, because the energy extract from it is 330 times the strength of normal materia, which is what the huge materia is at the strength level wise. Just of that. But of course we use the huge materia in order to get the master, quote unquote, like Master Magic, Master Summon and stuff that. There's Master Magic, there's Master Summon, and there's Master Command. But there's no master for the like the blue material, there's no master for the, you know, the other things, you know. Yeah, they already collected from Nibelheim. So that's confirmed that there was a huge material at Nibelheim. Well, let's get our Corel and Fort Condor. Corel! What else can you do to Corel? The huge material? Bork? You mean I can't eat it? Bork? Barrett wants to show Chloe's huge material. Look at it. Huge material. Okay. No, but actually me and Barrett, quote unquote, was actually inspired by Mr. T and stuff that when he made like Barrett and stuff that. What's going on? And now it's this music, the boat music, the drunken boat music, as I like to call it. You gotta be the new leader. Hell yeah, bro. The ship is gonna save the planet. But yeah. And of course the High Wind has hidden functions in it, which is in the quote-unquote ending of the game, you know, and stuff like that. And that quote-unquote High Wind airship you actually see in, like, both in Advent Children and like the High of Kerberos and stuff like that, you know. So are we gonna be using the... Yes, we're probably gonna be using the Crystal Bangle, that's correct, yes. And we're going to be using the Owlin, of course, for the double growth. We will probably... Do we use Circuit on him is the question. Right, this is the clone material setup, right? But we're not going to go with the same types of setup anymore here and stuff that, you know. We're probably going to remove the material because we're going to use specific setup for these sections and stuff that, obviously. But I'm pretty certain that all Tifa's material got removed because that would be bad otherwise. Yeah, all of Tifa's material seem to get removed, that's what that's really. But yeah. But then there's actually one entrance that is better to take basically because otherwise you're gonna have to run like really far and stuff like that. So yeah. Thanks for your well done. So then the question is what party members bring. Of course you want to bring Ganondorf just because he has bumped line and stuff there. But then it's up to you who you want to bring and stuff there. But it makes sense to bring Barrett basically and stuff that, you know, that makes perfect sense, you know. You bring Barrett, but you know, we bring the really Black Mega Shad party members, and of course means that it's going to be the highest at this point, you know, and stuff like that. So Benton's definitely going to go with the quote unquote the he's gonna go with the circlet, of course, and we're gonna buff him up with. First off, we start with Neo Bahamut and the MP Turbo, and then we do Alexander with MP Absorb, and we do Kyata with HP Absorb. Kyata with HP Absorb. We do Bahamut. Bahamut doesn't technically need to be linked with anything and stuff like that, but we can put our HP Plus here, and then we put also MP Plus, we put Magic Plus, we put Lucky Plus, and then we give him Steel. That's all the setup for him, so he has a lot of summons and stuff like that, so he has Bahamut, Kyata, Alexander, and Neo Bahamut. So you can see there is one slot here in between here. It might seem weird, right? Because there are no quote-unquote summon that you're supposed to get between there. Although I'm guessing that's where Leviathan is supposed to go and stuff like that, most likely. So, but yeah, and of course he has his Javelin, which is his quote-unquote, you know, weapon. Yeah, and you have the Winchester, by the way, which is pretty decent, but I would say the long barrel looks a little bit better and stuff like that. So yeah. Of course, here you can choose whether to go with the micro laser, which is the crystal like style weapon. No, that's not the crystal style weapon. It's the arm cannon. That's the crystal style weapon. But the bazooka, of course, has more slots and stuff like that. We are going to go with crystal bangado again here with. Although we did buy a bunch of wizard bracelets, so I could theoretically, if we want to, we could use slap on wizard bracelets on everyone, and then we could just have a shit ton of like slots and stuff like that. Because if you want to be doing magic damage, it's really good. We're not going to be using Fort Bracelet yet, by the way, on anyone with here, but you know, Wizard Bracelet is really powerful again, as I've said. But it's just that you just get very, very bad defense. And if you compare these, for example, if you compare it, yeah, it's an automatic defense and it's magic defense percentage, but the regular defense is just so low. Yeah, we probably want to be using the what are their stats here if you compare magic attack. Okay, so wow. And I think that has to do more with the fact that the solid bazooka has very, very high magic stat. And the Javelin is just a double growth weapon, so the magic stat of that is not as good. Stuff that, but we're gonna give him the magic thing here. Let's look at that. And then we go all and restore. We go all and barrier, right? Yeah, all and barrier. And down here we go all and time. Right, and is there more all that we want to use? Yes, there's one more all that we want to use. Right, because this does not work. Yes, it does not. I want to see more all does not work either. Because you need a mega all to get the whole all to kind of quote work like that. So it's equal, yeah. But I want to make sure that we go with the steel, of course, so we'll probably put the steel up here. Right. Even though technically I don't really want to get Magi because, you know, because that might mean that we have to restore in certain fights. Let's go death. No. Actually, we go manipulate death blow. Manipulate death blow morph. And give him Odin, I guess. But because Odin we can see cast 3 times, so that would be enough for him. So that, and now Barrett will go on slap completely. He will have full cure contain. He will have destruct. He will have combat. He will go with revive. Here we go with exit, here we go with transform, here we go with mystify, here we go with steal. And that's basically all the green material that is not... But technically, I mean, earth is not mastered, ice is not mastered, fire is not mastered either, and stuff like that, but yeah. But now that we have all of those, we go with steel, of course, we go with primitive, we could go with long range, but we're not gonna do that. Titan is, those are good. But we're actually gonna go with Chocobo, and we go with... But I'm pretty certain there is no enemy skill that we can pick up on the train. I'm pretty certain. We go with Shiva. Go with Shiva. And we will almost, quote-unquote, very soon get Shiva mastered. And that. And that's our build. A focus on drinking tea and Yorkshire gold. I forgot what the tea was. In that bag. Anyway, so we don't want to stay there, we want to stay here, of course. So yes, here we go. And of course, we're not using quote-unquote... I mean, I know that this could be dangerous to do here because of the damage we can take. Have my aim in the front row. Yeah, all of them are long range, right? Except for his, Although technically, something that I think, right, is that certain limit breaks should quote-unquote do front row damage, especially for for Sid, for example, because for Sid it just makes sense, and stuff like that, so yeah. So anyway, now, but before we do anything, we go back in here, by the way. Because you go in here now. And do this before you forget. I got a feeling something bad's gonna happen. Full life. Yeah. Alex dear. Wait a minute. I took it all, man. I didn't want to tell the truth there. I forgot because I don't think the other thing that you can say does not quote-unquote not give you it or whatever, but yeah. The thing is what a lot of people do here, which is quote-unquote completely wrong, and I don't know why people do this. By the way, people place the airship over here, right? Because people go here to where this entrance is here, and people park the airship here instead of parking it over here and stuff like that. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't know if we will quote-unquote be fast enough to do the thing, by the way. I forgot, can you technically already go and pick this up, by the way? Can you... No, you need to do it after... What tent was the person in? Here we go. Right, and he still mentioned that, and stuff like that, because yeah. Because otherwise you have to buy the quote-unquote Ultima otherwise, and stuff like that if you fail this. But yeah, this is the path that I think is better to take, by the way, because after you have done the place, you get placed on a certain direction after you have done the thing. You could of course use steel here, and hope we get the right arm. The right arm shouldn't be a too hard steel here, normally, right? Because of level difference here. We're not gonna try to stop right on. I think that brings us to 2 right arms, right? 2 right arms, and then we also have an 18-inch cannon somewhere. Because we stole one from those, attack soldiers in Cold Union and stuff that's it. Now you might say, oh, what's the point of like stealing these when you can use W item with them later? Which is true, but it's still, useful to have, because then you can use up until you only have one left, because you only need one to be able to quote-unquote do the thing. Yeah. The thing is though that you need to reach the end and have 4 minutes or 2 minutes left on the clock, basically, when you do this in order to quote-unquote count as beating it, Oh, this is good. The question is who would do get the kills with. I think that Barrett wants to get the kills. Normally I would use, always try and get the kills with Vincent, as I've said, because that just makes his step penalty stronger. And here's the thing, right? When you have a mountain chocobo, you want to go to the cave you can get the death penalty. But then a lot of people say, oh, you cannot get the death penalty until this tree, and that's of course bullshit. Because I've already proven in another Let's Play that that's not true and stuff that, Like the one that I had on the old channel and stuff that, because maybe it was still on the same channel or whatever, right? Because there was a Let's Play that we weren't able to finish that I did with camera, and then one of the recording sessions was much later. On that recording session, the camera started like, I must have hit a button on it or something like that, which basically messed up so that the picture became really grainy and it was really hard to tell like what was quote-unquote going on and stuff like that. But yeah, we shouldn't need to save. Basically, we shouldn't fail this. Because the reason is, of course, if you fail this, you don't get huge materia. And we want to get all the huge materia, probably except one. And sure, that would make it so that we cannot get Bahamut Zero like right away and stuff that if we do that. I don't think that these they absorb ice. I hope they don't do. Now here's the thing though, the only thing that can make the train section hard is depending on how many summons you do and stuff that, and how hard a certain thing will be to steal. I'm pretty certain that you can only steal from one of the enemies though. I always used to think that you should have been able to steal from the red guy, from the... not Wolverine, it's not called, it's got something with W though, I'm pretty certain, right? Because it's basically one of the Iron Giants, but the red one, it's called something specific. And keep in mind, this first battle doesn't matter, the first battle doesn't quote-unquote invoke the timer yet. So here you can take some time if you want, because these again are attack squad enemies, meaning this one will have 8-inch cannons. Alright, first try. Nice. And that I would say is a critical steal when that happens. That's basically like a rolling a 20 basically. Let's steal from the rat guy though. Keep in mind, the main problem is that he has quote-unquote Hellmasker right now. And Hellmasker is not particularly good when it comes to dealing with certain quote-unquote enemies. And of course we can set up a barrier and like haste and stuff that, which is important for to defeat certain other battles. Wait, what the heck did we equip Barrett with accessory-wise? We did change him right into... We changed him into Crystal Bang, right? I mean, it probably won't kill both of them, right? Hopefully not. Yeah, because we should probably just have ribbon him up so that not everyone will get put to sleep and stuff like that. Okay, enough of this. Enough of this silliness. The main problem though is that you have to, this triggers the scene where you will begin chasing the train and stuff like that, you know. And the main problem is when you're doing the stuff in the fight, and that wastes a lot of time. And stuff that the best thing to do if your quote-unquote characters are strong enough, then you attack, basically, and you can deal with it, you know. But I don't think you get a chance here to go into the menus. And the thing is, I think the timer still goes down when you pause here, right? It doesn't pause the timer or whatever. You know who I am. So I wonder if this is called 27 because this is the 27th reactor they quote-unquote built or whatever, but yeah. Right, then you need to press like, what is it, up and it's up and X, right? Or is it gonna be up and triangle? I can get this very quickly, there we go. Nice. I still got it. I still got the timing down there. There's a lot of people who struggle is, if you take too long with reaching here, you're not gonna have any chance, by the way. So yeah. Now, definitely on the first guy, I recommend that you immediately use, you know, quote-unquote use up your Impecator, even though it takes time, right? Because it's good to actually allow Vincent to actually shoot stuff. Right, then, okay, this is not good. I mean, this is decent damage now at this point, you know, because I think this will be enough to kill it. This should be enough. Keep in mind that there is a fixed encounter with one of these here. Right, yeah, he has crystal bangle, but he give him the ribbon, there we go. Okay, now we meet two of them. And we go into using just the Odin ones, Odin into Bahamut, should be enough. Should have been enough, but they did the starters thing. I'm checking the menus here as well. I mean, we should have used Undersweet Bolt strategy because we know that these are the same enemies as the ones in Lower Union and stuff that, but this should be enough to kill it, yeah. Because I know the amount of time we need to have left here to be able to quote-unquote do it correctly. On high ground here, though. Okay, let's continue the front row. I just want to check, just to make sure that this guy doesn't have anything, and we go immediately haste. Nothing to steal. Burning Bahamut. This guy you want to make sure that you kill it quickly here. Freeze. I could also cast a barrier here if necessary. Sadly, there's no enemy skill that you can get from him or whatever, but yeah. But then you wanna always put like the strong summons on whoever your strongest magic user is. Like you see a lot of people not caring who they put the summons on or whatever, right? But you just figure out, okay, like who is my highest magic damage dealer, and then you just put it on that, you know. In this case, like I think this guy has 10,000 health, maybe even more than that. I think this should kill it though. And this is really bad if we have to do too many summons. Because we need to have been between 2 minutes left and 4 minutes left, and that is quote unquote enough for him to quote unquote stop it or whatever, because you basically mash all the buttons when you're at the thing basically in order to quote unquote do it. There we go. Do we turbo ether here? Yes, I think we do. Turbo ether there. We ether as well. I want to just limit break here. Yeah, okay. I don't know if we got anything monster right now, and this is the quote-unquote final real encounter that's tough. So as long as we don't take too long here, hopefully we can get the steal as quick as possible here, because this is the one we need to steal from. Couldn't steal anything. Couldn't steal anything. Because we need to get this steal. There we go, so water back. Now we we actually kind of want to do faster attacks here and stuff that we don't like want to do the really slow stuff here. The main problem is we have one more fight after this, but this fight will die very very quickly, by the way, so yeah. That's the main problem with using like the really slow summons, and this summon is not quick. No, it's really slow, right? So the thing is, normally you want to use strong magic here. You just want to use all magic or like single target like Bolt 3 and stuff that, and Ice 3 and Fire 3 and stuff that, rather than doing these slow summons. But keep in mind that we only need between 2 and 4 minutes, and you can do it. I have been able to like stop it with 2 minutes left, by the way. But then you need to basically start doing the stuff. You need to start stopping the train at that point, basically, at the 2 minute mark. So you cannot be used at the final, like you beat the final card with the final enemies at that point, because that won't count. Just attack, combat. Damn it! Oh, that's great. Okay, let's fight. Yeah, that should probably be enough time. And this should just be one guy, right? Yeah, this is just one guy. Comet. Attack. Lucky we had the ribbon on there, because that would have slipped him otherwise. And it doesn't matter. That's enough time. What the next man? Right, then this should be enough time. Let's use smash everything here. Just smash and like everything. Like that whole down up there and stuff, that is not the true thing here. Shit. And he manages to break it here. As long as you're at that point, you have 2 minutes left, and that would be enough to stop it, basically. But if you're less than 2 minutes, then it will be like, oh, the speed is too high, you know, I don't have enough time. If you're under 2 minutes there. And it doesn't matter what right there, you could have done all of the steps there, but even if you're at 159, you will quote-unquote fail here. So yeah. So we got the huge materia. Huge materia getting at Corel Reactor. Oh, you're the one who stopped the spin train? Yeah, haha, Corel miners. Give them something to fight, Shinra. Yeah, here you go, here, have the ultimate magic. Here have the ultimate magic. Ultimate, I mean, it's kind of understandable, you know, and stuff that, because, yeah. So when we get the Ultima materia, and you can see there, yeah, max 10% minus there, and stuff that, so. Right, so just like the old cure, you know, and stuff that, it's, you know, something alright. So I want to check here now, so HP Plus is very close to mastering, like getting the final step to it. Right, so Tiva is very close on mastering now. Primitive is at 2 stars now, which is nice. Muhammad is still at 1 star. Alexander is still at 1 star. They're already selecting stuff. No, we didn't. Muhammad isn't gonna get 2 stars. Yeah, there's the HP Plus. I already checked those. Odin is at 3 stars. Morph here. Time. All restore. Well, we can get wall there as well, which is nice. Right, so we got the Warrior Bangle. So the Warrior Bangle is interesting. If we go in here, Warrior Bangle again has like the insane amount of armor, same thing as the Adamant Bangle, but in comparison it has like, okay, so it has 0 defense, just like that. It has 21, which is slightly less than Adamant Bangle. It does have no material growth though, but it has 4 slots. So the thing is, the Warrior Bangle could have been so good though, because here's the thing, it only has 1 less than the Gygax Armlet, and it's of course way better than the Gygax Armlet just on those terms, but the Warrior Bangle for whatever reason has way less strength, if I remember correctly. It doesn't have the huge strength boost of the other thing. But now you go in here. We want to make sure that we go in here now. Checking the limit breaks here. This matters all the life after my husband. Catastrophe. And then we can use the God Source and Magic Source on Vincent. Yeah. And my head hurts. So that's his for limit. Catastrophe is actually pretty good. You know, there are certain limit breaks that are quote-unquote stronger than us, but yeah. But basically, since you sleep there, basically you will exit here and stuff that. You will exit here, of course, naturally. But there's a lot of people who, when they do this, they put the high wind here, and then they go and do the train thing. And then when they end up exiting, of course, the high wind won't be here. If they exit the town that way, so then they need to go all the way back to out here where this is, and that's just waste so much time, and I don't know why people do that, you know. Now we only need to go and do Corel now. And so that, but yeah. I wasn't worried one bit there though, by the way. And stuff that, not really at all. So yeah, so here we want to make sure that we get into battle basically with the thing. that you want to lose here basically on purpose to get the battle because you get the Imperial Guard. Now a lot of people say, oh, the Imperial Guard one of the best armors in the game and stuff like that, like. Yeah, that was the correct save. That was not that save. But yeah, but the... How much longer? Okay. So it's interesting, right? Because the thing is, by failing this, or by not failing to protect it and having to get that boss fight, that does not, of course, not allow you to get the Phoenix material and stuff that, so yeah. I think though that technically you don't need to have gotten back Claude to do a certain thing though. Yeah. But you want to lose this fight, of course, so that you can get, because otherwise if you do the quote-unquote fight properly, right, you don't technically get an extra reward. You still get the Phoenix materia and stuff that, So yeah. Because you don't get the Imperial Guard, right? Because there's no like extra reward that you get from actually quote-unquote protecting it. Yeah, you get the Phoenix material the same. You might say, oh, but otherwise you won't get the huge materia. And that's not true. You will still get the huge materia and stuff that. Now, the only way to play it would be to die to the boss and stuff that, but the boss is still use the commander, horn guy, and stuff that. But yeah. But he will always, 100% of the time, he will always drop the Imperial Guard. But I believe he can also drop the Valkyrie's Claw as well. But that's an extra drop basically, not replacing the other thing. But yeah. I'm pretty certain that the beast will be first though, up here. Because the bird will have to go all this way here before it goes up, so I'm pretty certain that the beast will be the one that manages to invade. Except of course the bird, if it's just gonna go straight up, then it might still win. It's gonna win if it goes straight up here. But if it takes the other path, the beast is gonna make it there first. But yeah, you can see how quick the bird is. Oh my, the bird. These are like barbarians, which is so weird because they look like they're supposed to be the grunt enemy, right? The grunt enemy, and also the beast were supposed to be like the dog enemies or whatever, They're like the wolf style enemies, And of course there is some Fort Condor minigame, kind of integrated, stuff that's a UV side stuff, Invasion. Boss music, my God, they're attacking, count on you, hell yeah, And now all of a sudden it gets boss music, like what the hell, man, you're still the same command grand horde. You still have nothing, you stupid asshole. I can barrier this though. And then we can freeze. All sheets that you still there. Put a barrier up. You freeze these everything. Freeze. Attack him to death. Shoot him in the face, then hit him with the lance, and continue shooting him in the face. No, when you shoot him in the face and he does grand attack last, that's his dying attack. Right, M barrier was kind of wasted, but you see, he's worth double, he's worth 800 XP and 80 AP. And then they give you almost 10k and then they give you Imperial Guard. Arg? That's hard to say, like, arg? Like the bird is actually moving, like it's not a statue at all. and stuff that, and then the bird is like, hello, phoenix. And you can see the phoenix, they're like, and it's like, caca. And the bird is like, whoa, marshmallows. Marshmallows. And it just flies off. That like to snap the condor, the egg. What? He goes, and it's a fat chocobo. So that's a fat chocobo, right? You're not gonna tell me that that's like the phoenix, or that's a condor chick or whatever, right? Because that's clearly a fat chocobo. And it still flies away. You never find out where that's going, and stuff like that. So now we get Phoenix material, and Phoenix is one of those quote-unquote also ultimate materials, just like the Neo Bahamut is. It's in the same tier, so it has the same kind of like, it has the whole 2+ magic defense, and stuff like that. So Phoenix is actually very, very good though, because Phoenix is a fire element and stuff like that. Pretty decent, but that's not the main reason why it's so good. Anyway, so the Imperial Guard here. So Imperial Guard, 82 defense, like you compared to Crystal Bangle, 82 defense, 74 magic defense, like really, really good magic defense, and stuff like that, which is of course not as good as the 85 from the Wizard Bracelet, but then the Imperial Guard kind of slaps. Except you realize that it has no defense percentage and no magic defense percentage, which does not matter once your stats are good enough. But the defense percentage, of course, does add, for example, like with that 8%, you have 18% there, and that has to do with your dexterity, basically, and stuff like that. So if you go with a lot of dexterity, you can have a lot of it. But the defense percentage matters a lot, especially when you have like stuff like Misteel and stuff like that, so yeah. Gone. Be sure and report to my father too. And now you receive the huge materia, because the huge materia was down in here all along. But the funny thing is that if you fail a lot of the huge materia stuff, then the story is actually kinda dark, because if you fail that encounter, by the way, then not only does the condor disappear, but you cannot enter the structure anymore. And that basically, like, a lot of people want to think that, oh, that doesn't mean anything. No, but it actually means that Shinra went inside here and basically killed everyone. That's what they quote-unquote did. Because they quote-unquote, the enemies are quote-unquote monsters. But because the ones that invade are, of course, they're quote-unquote creatures, right? Because it's a VII, the beasts, and the barbarian, right? And the barbarian is not quote-unquote a humanoid or whatever, right? I think it is supposed to be the Shinra grunts, right? But Shinra grunts are still like enemies or quote-unquote technically cyborgs or whatever they're supposed to be, but yeah. Nice. So now we have gotten 2 of the huge materials. Materia get a Fault Condor and a Corel Reactor. And the next huge materia is of course the one that you get in the underwater reactor. Stuff that. But before we do that, we are gonna go and check the Midgard gate, by the way. Stuff that, so yeah. Because you might already be able to pick up the key and stuff there to the Midgard gate. We might have actually been able to do it before we started this whole side quest with the huge material and stuff that. I mean, side quest, it's a main quest. Basically, like, you need to do this stuff to advance, But let's all go to the movies. No. Let's just block down a save. Using caves here because you can still somehow get the thief encounter, and the thieves can actually run away from you like no matter how high your level is, even if you can kill the enemies like really quickly and stuff that. I just want to check here because if the quote-unquote... Nah, it's not here yet. And I don't think that it is that, that character only appears later on and stuff that, because yeah. So we're gonna start the new recording, by the way, before we land, probably at the middle and stuff that, so yeah. And this has been part 26, right? We call it, yeah, part 26, right? Or was it 26 we recorded yesterday? Now I don't remember what I said